with a couple bossy bitches, flossy bitches. When they pop, I gon' get ya, gon' split ya. They all gang when I bang. These bitches insane, they know my name, know my name. See, I just came through with some real bossy bitches.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Old Web Podcast,
where things can get a little funny, a little ratchet, but definitely informative.
and a little freaky.
Yeah. Oh, but okay, I love that. That's how you're starting out today.
Yeah. I really think it's a blonde hair.
I like it. It's good outside.
But inside, but outside.
Okay. Both.
Yeah,
We can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is NeeNee, aka Pretty Ass NeeNee.
And I'm Dae&NeeNee, but you guys can call me Dae.
And you know, y'all, this is, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, is it our
Second.
This is our second episode.
The first
kind of
one,
like the first. It's half and half because
the first one was kind of like a snippet. You know?
We went through some shit.
Still fucked up.
Yeah.
But it was good. People was asking like.
I mean, cause like for real, y'all, I don't know how y'all people that do podcasts remember to like press the camera and the mic and this and that. But we back and we about to get this shit right now.
Okay, so first and foremost, I just want to say I got this weed juice from this girl when I went to the market the other day. Y'all can follow her on Instagram. Her ad is Lifted Liberations DC, and I got the Black Cherry Blossom one. So we're gonna take a shot of this, and hopefully we won't be high cracking up after a few minutes.
And y'all gonna know when I'm high or something, cause like my eyes be low.
Nice too. So we like, alright, let's see. Okay. Yeah, we want to do a little bit because I ain't trying to get in this show too.
Cause bitch, I gotta drive back home. Alright, let's toast to our show, cause
It's just strong.
You think so?
Yes. Alright, so we're gonna toast to episode number 2 with a couple of bossy bitches.
Exactly.
Let's see how I go. Don't drown me because you're gonna be high, bitch.
It actually tastes good.
You like it?
Yeah, it tastes like
This one got like basil.
like lemonade or some shit like that.
Yeah, it
like
got
some type of
whiskey, some cherries, basil, simple syrup, lemon, and lime juice.
I can fuck with shit like that, y'all. I can.
Mm-hmm. She had a bunch. I think she had like 6 flavors. And them joints was so good. Like I was up there taste testing, taking a shot of literally all of them. I was just looking like.
Well, whoever made that girl, what is it called again?
Lifted Liberations.
Lifted Liberation. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. Y'all better go to her Instagram and get y'all one of these. This bar right here was $55. The other one that was like $55.
Like, nah, but it be worth it. Let me stop playing. Okay.
Let's see how you feel after that little bit.
Okay, we gonna see, and I'm gonna see if it's $55.
The taller bottle was like $85, and the one that was like right under that was probably like it was like a little not miniature, but you know how like the Miss Moscato come in, like the Nicki Minaj drink. It was like a small bottle like that. It was like $45. I'm like,
so this one like meant to share like for real anyway, for maybe like you and your boo or something.
Girl, don't drink, smoke nothing. I ain't trying to be having him tweaking more than me. Somebody got to be able to look after me.
Oh, so just sorry for you, okay?
Let's see how you feel after.
I hear that.
Okay. I don't keep drowning it.
Alright, so let's get into it, y'all.
Alright, so the first topic we're going to get into is, let's see, what is your love language? Like, how do you give love, and how would you want to receive love?
My love language, I like, what is it, like words of affirmation.
So for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I like words of affirmation, but I feel like I also like acts of service too, like me, like how I love other people. Like, I love to like do stuff like for like my man. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, any little thing that I think is like, cause I listen.
Yeah,
so like, so I love to like pick up like little stuff, or like I listen to people like shit that like they say that they need or they want it, or I like shit like that because I like to surprise and be like surprise you, so you be like, oh, like you ain't have to. Like, that's just me. I listen to like little details. Like, I don't care if it's like from the beginning when we first start talking. I make like mental notes. Like, somebody can tell me like, oh, you know, like I used to have this when I was little, and I always wanted it. And if I find that shit, like I be like, I'm gonna get this one. Like, I don't know, I just like stuff like that. But and then I think like after like I was going with Mood, I started to like physical touch a little bit. At first, I was never ever a like physical touch type of person. Like I hated people like touching me and shit like that. I used to be like, get the fuck off me. Like yeah, like when we fucking it's cool, but like outside, like I mean yeah, after we could lay down and shit. But I'm just saying like just laying in the house watching TV. Yeah, I didn't like him. Keep like he used to be like taking my wedgies out and digging my like taking my like just all that shit. I used to get off of me. But it's like the more like we was together and shit, and I realized like that was his love language, like physical touch, just like touching me, putting his hands in my shirt. Just I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Like then it's like I started being like, can you come lay down because I can't go to sleep and that's my leg touching your leg. Like I got rubbing his hand and shit while I'm asleep. So it's like I got used to that. So I feel like that's
I think kind of the same when it comes to what we do for others.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for me, my love language on how I want to receive it, I feel like reassurance.
Okay.
For me, like I want somebody to keep telling me like I love you. You know, for real.
I love you, baby.
I don't know. Not just I love you, but oh, you look pretty today. Like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
like your hair
okay.
like that. Like notice the things that
Yeah.
like if I go get my nails done. I'm like, oh, you got your nails done, let me see. Because I'm the type of bitch that like, baby, what color you want me to get?
Yeah.
Because even if you say some dumb shit like green, I'm still going to get the color that I want. But, you know, it's kind of like, I want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is true, too. Because I love when, like, men had their favorite, like, hairstyles for you. Or,
no,
like,
I want to wear my natural hair. And I'm
oh,
just
my
like,
God.
Doing it.
No, I remember, like, we
I'm
used
like,
to
yeah, I'm
say,
going to put
wear
these
ponytail.
braids, and that's what it's going to be.
I like when we wear your real hair, and I'm like, oh, well, baby, the real hair don't like
Yeah. That's just like,
I want this bust down.
for real.
Yeah.
It's just like, for me, I don't like my real hair growing past a certain length.
Mm-hmm.
So, I like, every time I'm like, oh, I need to get my hair cut. I need my hair cut. He be like, no, just let it grow. I'm like,
Oh, God.
seriously.
I do the ponytail
But
sometimes for them.
I
I do.
grow, and it's stressing me out.
Yeah.
I just keep getting braids. I be getting braids like, I gotta braid it up. I ain't got braid.
I feel like sometimes we value their opinion a little bit. So like, if you say you want my hair in a ponytail, I'm gonna wear a ponytail for 3 days. That's it.
Max.
And after that,
You about to take out as many pictures as you can.
exactly. While I'm asleep, you can keep rubbing on the side of my head. But then the next time I'm gonna say, okay, so with my bust down, what do you like? And then he'll be like, I like the straight with the middle. I'm like,
Bust down middle.
thank you.
Okay, because they have a certain color. Because we know you like colors.
He like, Moo used to love red. That's his favorite color. He loved me when I wore like red hair. It'll be red, and then after that, black. But like, it was always like straight. The
See,
middle.
I'm scared. Like, I didn't want to try colors, but the most I've done was like a burnt orange, and I did not have it. Like, it didn't last long for me because I wasn't used to it. So I'm like, fuck no, I need to go back to black. Like, I don't know.
You look cute in red.
No,
You gotta just step out there one day. Just do it, and then you ain't gonna have one.
it's gonna have to be a wig because if I don't like it, I'm definitely taking
Yeah,
it off.
just take it off. That's why I be switching my wigs. Sometimes somebody can see me in
Yeah,
the
the next
morning.
time y'all see her, it's definitely gonna be red.
Yeah, like somebody
It's
can see me in the morning. I
definitely
could have a black hair, and then like at night it's like blonde. They probably like, is this the same bitch or like, what are you doing?
Oh, y'all gonna get this shit, get y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They better not. So,
Okay, so I feel like our love language is kind of the same.
Yeah.
But just to touch on the physical touch thing,
Mhm.
remember when I say I was like, oh yeah, because I know why. Like growing up for us, it was like, hi, hey girl, hey, da, 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 da. Like if we didn't see each other in a long time, it's like, okay, cool, you know what I mean? Because I ain't seen you in a minute. But we literally grew up in the same, not in the same house as far as living wise, but
basically
every day, yeah, we all go to my grandma's house, finna go outside, da, da, da. So we saw each other all the time to where it was never really we never really had no time to miss each other.
Cause like our great grandmother house was like headquarters.
The spot. Yeah,
like,
definitely.
It was giving headquarters. Like you could just drop your kids off for the weekend or whatever. Anybody could spend a night, live there. People, motherfuckers are moving for a month, 2 months, 3 months, go back out, leave. So
but
you never had.
So fun. It was so fun, y'all. Like we literally had the best childhood ever. Like. I mean, we was really outside. Like the definition outside was definitely outside. We only went in the house to take
walking like shit. Like
I know. I was just saying the other day
on a bus, on a bike. Like if my mother knew really like how far we used to fucking walk,
we definitely would have got in trouble.
Yeah,
but we we probably wouldn't have because everybody in the neighborhood knew us, no matter what neighborhood we was going to. It's just like, oh yeah, them such and such little cousins, them da-da-da family members and black.
Because certain people see like, what the fuck y'all doing all the way over here? How y'all get over here? We walked, bitch. Like, you see us sweating. I'm high as shit.
We were some real independent kids too. Like,
yeah.
Yo, we was walking motherfuckers.
Yeah. Now I don't even like to walk. That's the crazy part.
It's too high.
I'm out of breath. One whole time we used to be walking. Child, I don't even want to say it because my mother would be like, "Yeah, you look weird, girl." We was on. They remember like we sometimes like we had to get on the bus or whatever, but we weren't supposed to be riding the bus. Like that's when we was getting on the bus when it was transfers. Like you could pay them and had a transfer and walk.
They'll
stamp the little thing. Yeah,
when your time is up.
And you could ride the bus all motherfucking day.
What time
we used to hide. Remember, we used to hide in the liquor store so we like anybody that's driving past wouldn't be able to see us. And then as soon as the bus comes, we running. Because I did get caught one time about to go on the bus, and I forgot. I think my grandfather or something was like driving past. He was like, "Where you want to go?" I had to turn back around. Like fuck it. Everybody else got on the bus. I had to turn around because like we wasn't even supposed to be getting on the bus. Like we thought we was grown and shit.
I mean, it's already gonna let us get on the bus, so we was gonna walk to it. I mean, cause stuff wasn't that far. Like it was literally down the street. Well, down the street driving wise. Yeah. But it was a lot of shortcuts.
And I feel like too, we was outside all day, so we never really had to check in.
No, we all went in the house to drink water.
Yeah. So they didn't know where the fuck we was at all day. Like we was outside all day. Y'all don't know where the fuck we was at.
No cell phones, nothing.
No, nothing. That was the best time.
It was. Because we just knew.
Because you
then
didn't
when we did get cell phones, it was even worse. We like, bleep, ask your mother, can you spend the night? Because, no, NeeNee used to be like, bleep. Ask my mother, can you spend the night at your house? Because if we ask her, she
gonna say no. That was my favorite line.
Can they spend the night? She'd be like,
yeah. Then sometimes she's like, "You told you to call me and ask you that."
I'm like, no, I'm just asking because we're supposed to be doing something. My father would be taking us somewhere this weekend. Lying like shit, y'all. Like,
because I definitely used to be like, ask her. Because if I ask her, she gonna say no. And then
I don't think my father ever really said no.
He never said no.
No, because
it was never, ever like no. It was always Uncle George would be coming. He like, yeah, come on. Even if he did say no, he be like, I be just sitting there with the sad face.
But the trick was you gotta wait until till we walking out the door, because you know how your parents come pick you up, you know, they sitting talking, mingling, and it's like all night, especially if they like drinking or we having a cookout or something. Yeah, you gotta wait to the end of the night when it's time, when this person leaving to ask. The worst part is if they wasn't leaving at the same time, like if NeeNee was about to leave, we had to be like, all right, we gotta ask your mother now, we gotta ask now, but then we ain't tell my father till later, like until we about to dip. But it used to be fun. Like,
and then like even if he be like, nah, then he'd look at me, I'd be doing the face up. Come on, get your ass, get your shit. Come on, little lips.
I was just about to say,
come on, little lips. I used to be like, oh my goodness. My lips used to be so little, y'all. Like, he used to be like, we gotta feed little lips.
When he first saw Art, he was like, NeeNee, she got little lips like
he used to be like, we gotta get little lips to little spoon. Get rid of little spoon. I used to be like, oh my God.
Damn. Let us know how y'all childhood was, because I feel like everybody's childhood was kind of the same. Like, we used to play manhunt, double dutch. We had our own fake little cheerleader squad. Yeah, bitches on the block wasn't touching us at all.
We was like the champ in double dutch. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I just feel like even like growing up, that's why I want like Arya to experience like, even though I know it would never really be like that, but I try my best to make her like have how we grew up and stuff like that, because we had a lot of fun, y'all. And it's just like I felt like we was exposed to a lot of shit at a younger age too.
Definitely.
So we was always like more advanced. I feel like
we was hip to a lot of shit, and probably because our older cousins, they were older than us, but they wasn't like far older than us. So
that's what I just realized. They are not. Yeah, they only like 2 to 3 years older than us, but they seem like they were like 7, 8.
But the most is probably like 5.
Yeah, but it seemed to us back then like they were like 10 years older than us, and they wasn't. Like, I'm like, nigga, we could have been hanging together.
At this time, they was like mid-teenagers, like maybe probably about 16, 17, 18.
And I feel like because they hopped up the porch early, so it was like
and that forced us to do what we needed to do, because we wanted to follow them. I'm not follow them, but we knew like everything that they had going on, the people that they hung out with, because in case we peeped some shady shit. Like,
and I used to be like, these niggas always got all this money in their pocket.
Like, we was really trying to see what was going on.
Do these niggas sell drugs or something? Because it's like, what the fuck? Like, so I do feel like, we just saying a lot of shit. And I felt like watching them, as far as like even with their females, like now you make funny, them niggas used to be some cheaters.
Yeah, and we knew exactly.
And we used to be with all the shits because I used, like my cousin used to tell me.
Now at this day and age, I'm like, no, this.
But if his baby mother used to call and she around the corner pregnant, she like, it's such and such got girls over there. He paid me fucking $40 to say nah.
And the crazy thing about it is, a lot of their girlfriends had the same fucking name, which is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, no, I used to be like, ain't no girl there, cause I already got paid, bitch. So I'm standing by the phone doing my job. And I remember that one time I lied, and I think she walked around and she told my mother like, and he had NeeNee lie. She's like, mind your fucking business.
But the money was already grown.
Yeah,
soon as your duty was up, bitch, we walk into the store.
Yeah, cause I stood by the phone and I said what I had to say. You ain't say if she walk around this motherfucking corner, cause I'm off word. That's how I feel.
Damn. Memories. Let us know some of y'all memories of how y'all grew up. Was y'all close with y'all cousins? Or was it like not long distance? Because you know some people don't live next to each other. But I feel like literally everybody in our family live around the corner from each other.
And I do feel bad too for people who like didn't, like some people don't have a close family and shit like that. Because I'm like, damn, y'all ain't never like sleep with all y'all cousins sleeping in the living room on the floor. Like we got endless motherfucking pillows, covers, all of that. Like we really used to be deep as shit in my great grandmother's living room. Like that's just how I feel. So when I be hearing people say like they don't really got cousins or they didn't do certain shit, I'm like,
or even still if they be like, oh, I'm not close to my sibling, I'll be like, I can relate because I'm close to all my siblings. Like even some of the ones that I didn't grow up with or we didn't live in the same household, we still kept that communication. Like, oh yeah, since we about to go to you coming? Like, but I don't know. I mean, some stuff do happen and you fall out with people and you beat people, but at the end of the day, y'all still family. And some people don't
who the fuck is that?
Oh bitch, I need my phone to do not disturb because people just be blowing me up like
mid recording. It's okay. She's a busy bitch. Okay.
It's Sunday. She'll not have to be calling me.
Oh well. If y'all see this, whoever was calling her at 6:33 on Sunday.
It's my sister. She knew I was talking about her.
Oh my.
But anyway, okay, so I feel like we should take a break. Okay, so next up on the list is
so do you feel like it's a big deal if your boyfriend doesn't post you on social media?
I think you need to know your person because if they're not really a big social media person, then it shouldn't really matter.
Right.
But if they on there posting themselves all the time, posting when they go out with their niggas, and you know, like just stuff their day-to-day life, then yeah, bitch, because I'm a part of your day-to-day life. But if you're not like a social media person or you only be posting memes or like funny shit, I would not expect you to post me because why you got me next to all this funny shit? You trying to be funny?
Exactly.
So I think it's just knowing your person. Like for my person, he doesn't even be on social media. Like he has a page, but he just go on there and like look at basketball shit or like you know just certain stuff. But it's not to the point where he on there like posting shit. You know, so I would not expect him to post me on social media. Me posting him on social media, I kind of do. I used to, but now at this point I'm just like no, because I barely even post myself. Like, and when I do get on there, like the most y'all would ever see me post is if I'm going out or something. If I'm out, then yeah, I'm gonna post what I'm doing. But if it's just regular day-to-day stuff, it's like no. It's more so stuff like how I'm feeling or like a song or something, but never nothing personal. Like I'm a very private person. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think it doesn't matter to me. Honestly, if you do, you do. If you don't, I'm not tripping.
That's how I think I feel. I don't really care. The crazy part is like, and like when me and Boo was together, like he will post me more than like I post him because he used to be thinking like, damn, what the fuck, like trying me or something. But it's like that's just I never really, you know, like back in the day I never exposed my head. It was like I ain't trying to let everybody know my nigga because like it be so many people on social media. Like I feel like I don't care whether you post me or not. But just to let motherfuckers know, like, I am in a relationship and shit like that. So, like, yeah, like, I used to tell people, like, yeah, I got a boyfriend. They used to be like, Bitch, you don't ever post your man, but that's because they think you gotta post shit. Right. If it ain't on social media, that is not happening.
And that's the one thing that I hate too is people just expect to know your life based on shit that you post. Like, no, bitch, this is not what it is. And people gotta realize, like, whatever you post is what you want people to see. So obviously, if I want you to see the shit that I'm going through or the good stuff and all that, then I'm not gonna post it. So when I post, everything
shout out to the close friends.
Yeah,
I like the close friends.
They're trying to be posting my close friends.
I do.
Do I even have close friends? That's the bigger question.
You probably didn't make one.
I did one time. I think I was out and I was like twerking and shit, but I wanted to post it and I didn't want to post it in my regular story. So, but that's about it. I don't know. See, that's what I mean by when I was like, I already gave up on social media because it's nothing on there to see.
Yeah,
but I should just start posting a lot, you know.
But I do feel like I really don't be caring, like, because I used to, and sometimes I feel like when you dealing with, like, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes, like, maybe even if, like, your man was beefing with somebody before and certain shit like that, the easiest way to a man, to me, in my opinion, is through his bitch, like, through his girlfriend. But through his girlfriend, I feel like it have been so many people that, like, I never seen them before, don't even know who they is, but I know of you because like, your person always posts you with you, and then I'd happen to see you in the store with another bitch, and I'm like, oh, that's such and such boyfriend. Like, I don't like people to be able to know certain shit. Like, I just like living my little private happy life. So, but then, like, I do post on, like, occasions, like, you know, we out doing something real cute. Well, we used to be out doing something cute, or if it was like new birthday or something. I remember I had like a whole closet, like this probably like our third year together. I'm like, all right, I can put some on my birthday. So I had like a collage of like all our videos. I swear to God, this nigga wrote me one day and say, damn, you broke my heart. I thought you was lying this whole time. We used to be like, no, I got a boyfriend. He like, but you like really got a boyfriend. Like, you got pictures and videos. And I'm like, yeah, but I just feel like I like my memories for like me. Yeah. So like, even like, you know, when we passed away, like I got so many memories with him. I got so many videos and pictures and messages and shit that like I can't even post to like Instagram.
I have a question. So during the part, you know, when he was alive, are you the type of person that will go back and just be looking through stuff like, oh, look what my man said to me?
I used to read our messages from fucking Instagram when he first got my number. Like, he seen me, like, you kept coming to my house, but you ain't want to ask me for my number. So then you wrote me on Instagram, like, what's your number, young? So I gave him my number, but I used to read like everything, like this little shit that like make me smile and shit like that.
I think we be on the same level, crazy, because I just, and like, even if you remember what it's saying, you just start laughing like, oh, you got me fucked up.
Yeah, like I just be cracking up.
I do that too.
Like I really do like stuff like that.
Or if I'm like talking, I'm like, oh, bitch, I can't believe I said this.
Girl.
I'm like, yeah, shout out to me.
I done said some shit in the messages, but I was after that. But I'm just saying, like,
oh, yeah, because that's what it's about.
Yeah, but after, like, I do go back and, like, look at, even, like, when he was alive, like, I just be sitting in the bed one day and I just be randomly just going back to our whole messages. Even our arguments, like, I was like, bitch, why the fuck would you write that? And then
I didn't say what you meant.
Yeah, and then like right like before Moo passed away, you know, that's when they kind of like introduced the voice messages. Yeah. Bitch, I used to be chewing this nigga ass. I would motherfucking messages. He used to make me mad. Oh, and then he used to always be like, I'm not even doing nothing. Like, I'm not even on nothing. You just tripping. And I used to be cracking up because I'm like, I used to get on his fucking nerves sometimes.
Oh my God.
But it's all of like, I don't know now.
When you listen back to it, it's probably like, I'm funny as shit.
Yeah, because I be cracking up. And he just be like, you sound dumb and shit. Like, that's all he used to say.
Oh, that would have made me even more
You
mad.
sound dumb. Like, every time I used to say something, he'd be like, you sound so dumb. Like, because you think you're so right. You just think you're right. Like, you said, he used to be saying, like, she's so fucking evil. Like, she be doing this little shit with her ass. He was like, and you be swearing up and down like you right. It's like, you wrong as shit. I used to be like, oh, well.
It is what it is.
Yeah, because, like, stop playing me.
So, what's your pet peeve when it comes to like posting stuff on social media?
Like anything, just like social media, period?
Yeah, in general. It don't even gotta be a significant other. Just stuff that you see that irritate you.
Stuff that irritate me on Instagram, like one, I would have to go back to the people feel like if you don't post it, it's not happening. Like Instagram is not a real place. It's just for you to show people like a little insight of your life. You do not have to like get on here like, oh, I gotta do this for the brand.
Right.
Because I hate that, like, she ain't go to such and such because I ain't see her posted. Bitch, we living in real life,
Right.
not Instagram. Like, so when I'm really having a fucking ball, you probably ain't gonna see the video because either I'm too drunk to record it, I'm laughing, or I'm having fun. Like, I don't have time to keep recording.
Everything, because I feel like the worst part about that is everybody having a good time. All you see is cameras. You're not living in a moment. You're living through the lens. So you got to try to make sure you catching all of this, catching all that. When in reality, you're missing the action to enjoy it.
Yeah. So I do like to record a little bit, but then I still like to have fun. But I know, like, some people don't get to enjoy it because they just recording. I feel like another pet peeve is, like, when bitches get on there and start, like, telling all their business, but then get mad when motherfuckers is talking about them, like, bitch, or you brought it to the internet. You writing, dashing, like, your mother or your baby father, or, like, even if we cool or certain shit, it's like, chill. Don't y'all telling me motherfucking chill, but it's like, you're bringing it to the internet, and then you get mad when people talking about your situation, like, oh, now because you back with your baby daddy.
Yeah.
If you want people to shut the fuck up, because, bitch, you was the one 2 weeks ago that said he like niggas. Yeah. But now, all of a sudden, when people call him a faggot, you mad because you saying, well, not even calling him, like, just saying he's gay. Like, now you're mad. But it's just like, don't do that. And my last pet peeve for social media, because I'm a nosy bitch. I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm nosy as shit. I like to, like, I don't even know why. I just feel like I come from a long line of nosy motherfuckers.
I mean, I'm nosy too.
Yeah, I'm nosy, but I feel like when people be putting a little broken heart, like all the broken hearts would be like, no. And after that, you go silent for like fucking hours. No, bitch, tell us who died.
Right, yeah.
Because now I'm investigating, and now I keep
I'm
looking
at everybody's page.
Yeah.
Like that, or that's in the comments. Be like,
and they say, nah, young, or like, no, what's, like, bitch, I'm so nosy, what's gonna be okay?
Now, the best place to get the drama and the tea is Twitter.
Yeah.
All the bitches be in the threads going back and forth, then you gotta go to the quote retweets. Like, Twitter.
So sometimes when I'm bored, I be on that shit because I'm like, bitch, hold on, this who, man? I be like, oh, I can't keep up.
I feel like Twitter is because there's people that you don't know, so super funny. Versus if it's on Instagram, it's people that you do know, you just be like, damn, like, you sure? Because people on Twitter, you wouldn't give a fuck if they got out with them, they or not, but it's just funny for that moment. Versus Instagram, you know this person is like, damn, bitch, you would act like everything now.
Bitch, you let this nigga trap you again, bitch.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of my pet peeves is the same. Another one is, I don't know. I kind of don't like when people get on the internet and be saying that they gonna do this, do that. First of all, y'all got to stop because people be with the police shit for real. Like, if I'm gonna argue with a bitch, girl, hit my phone. Like, I'm not going back and forth with nobody on social media. And then, again, you got people that's like me, her, that's nosy as shit. That's gonna be like, yeah, what's happening? What's happening? Nah, I wanna see you in real life. I wanna see you, so I can know the shit that you're saying. You can back it up. So when people be on there, just I don't like it. Like,
so when you saying like the police shit, you mean like them? Like, basically snitching on themselves would be like...
Both. Like, they'll be on there, snitch on themselves, like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot you, this, that, and the third. People say that all the time, but you gotta remember, are you really gonna do that? And the fans do be on fucking Instagram. People don't be believing that shit, but they do. But then at the same time, you gotta know the person that you dealing with, like, who you saying that to, too, because bitches be in courts. Bitches' names be on paperwork all the time. And y'all realize going back and forth with somebody that you know that's gonna run it.
Or you telling them pull up to my house, woo, and as soon as they pull up to your house, they calling the police.
Yeah, or they get their ass beat and they calling the police. So it's just like, you got some situations you gotta be like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth me beating this bitch ass, and she gonna call the police? Or should I just let it go because I know she's scary? But I don't know. I feel like that's a pet peeve of mine. Y'all gotta know who the fuck y'all argue with because people really do be with the feds.
Okay.
Another one is, don't nobody be inviting y'all to the DMs. Okay, just stop. It's annoying. Like, it's okay to like say hi to somebody. People gonna shoot their shot regardless, but
I feel like
it's
read the room. Like,
if I'm never writing you back, just let it go.
If you've been writing me,
it's annoying
since 2012 and it's 2023, baby, and I haven't responded back. you've been in there talking to yourself for years. I feel like that shit right there is like borderline stalkish. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Or everything that you post on your story, they swiping up on sitting on emojis, stuff like that. Like, after a while, I'll just be like, mute, like certain things. And I don't check my DMs. I don't check my follower requests. None of that, because if I'm not right in front of you and you tell me that you about to follow me, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna follow you right back. But other than that, if somebody just send a random friend request like out of the blue, and I don't look at it right away, and I don't know you, I'm not gonna accept it. Because if it's just like, oh, somebody sent me a friend request, oh, that's such and such, okay, accept in the moment. But if it's not in the moment, I would never see it.
That's why I just let my page be public. But you want to know something? Like, I had my page public when I like thought I really wanted to do like music and stuff like that. But then it's like after I put it on private a little bit, then I was like, fuck it, you motherfuckers keep making these fake pages and all this shit anyway. But I don't know. I think I'm about to put my shit back on private because I like y'all be living that private life.
I feel like another pet peeve would be when y'all go out places, post your location and shit when you're done. Yeah. Because like you said, you never know who's watching you for somebody else. Yeah. Or, you know, if you're dealing with a certain crowd of people, you never know who's watching your page. Yeah. So if you out this way with, or even some bitches that got beef with somebody that you with, and they like, oh, she was such and such, let's pull up on her, da da da. Like, I don't know, I just feel like little stuff just be kind of, this world is crazy. You just never know I feel like
if you are beefing with people, or you know certain, it's nothing wrong with like posting when you leave, or you know, I just feel like I post when I leave. But another thing too, I don't like when people be doing certain shit. Like, if you know you got motherfuckers that you into it with, like, I hate when people post like their kids' school and like where they going to school at and shit like that. Not even just for people that you going to school with, but just like for perverts and shit like that. Like me, like, I would never post Arya's school. I'm not pressed to tag her school, tag her uniform if it got the little thing on it. I'm gonna block that. Like, if I would, even when she start school, I'm not gonna ever just be, because I don't know, people are weird. Yeah. People are weird as shit.
Or if somebody found out that your child, oh my god, your child and their child goes to the same school, and they like, you don't even know that they follow you, but y'all got a big following on TikTok. So it's like, oh, okay, and then they see her walking out, they're like, oh, that's such and such baby. Like, no, don't. It don't give that. Like, don't be pointing your finger.
Because sometimes people be telling me like, oh, like I remember one day Poodle was like, yeah, I said, word girl. People was so, she was like, I was showing this girl Aria, and she was like, oh, I know her. Well, I don't know her, but I seen her on TikTok. Like, that's the little baby that be on TikTok. And I'm just like, well, I don't even be knowing people be saying her stuff, but it's just like, yeah, I just feel like that's weird. Like, don't post too much of them kids, because people are fucking freaks.
Yeah, that's very weird. And stop posting y'all babies with no clothes on.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that. A shirt, some shorts. Not just a pamper or a shirt and a pamper.
And a pamper be fucking saggy. Pissy.
The grandma baby.
Yeah. At this point, like, what? But yeah, that's how I feel. But that was a good, like, pet peeve though, because I don't know. That's why I be thinking, like, now, even like how people made Instagram and shit like a big deal. Like, I don't even really give a fuck about Instagram like that. I love Twitter.
I love Twitter too. I remember when Instagram first came about, and there was like when there was no stories, and you literally had to post pictures. It was no stories, no videos. You literally had to post pictures back to back of the shit that you was doing. It was like no slide pictures. It was just like boom, photo.
And remember when it was only on iPhones at first? Yeah. Like when it first started.
They really played their motherfucking stuff when they did that, because y'all thought y'all was a shit. Like, I got an iPod.
Yeah.
That don't count, but still, yeah.
I remember when it first came out, I had to go get an iPhone. Or did I just have one? No, I think I just got one. And then, I had just got one and I didn't know about Instagram. And I forgot somebody was like, no, you don't
Let me tell you the real reason why I didn't want to switch to iPhone, like, back then. Because, you know, with the Android, like, it let you customize your messages, all that shit, like, different backgrounds, different text bubbles. I didn't want to get that up.
I'm crying.
Because we was coming out of the era of, like, read on our MySpace pages and all. Like, we was coming out of that creative field.
Like,
the iPhone didn't give us that much leeway to do that type of stuff. So, I wanted to show my little cute shit off. And then I'm like, fuck that, but I want to FaceTime my niggas. So,
And it was just tight. Like, I just love the fact that I'm like, oh, this shit just like that. Like, the camera and stuff. Like, how they started. The FaceTime was really
quality, but I think FaceTime was what really did it for me.
I think FaceTime is still what keeps people, like,
yeah,
right here with iPhone now.
Because